It is a do or die here. This is a very tense fourth quarter as Petro de Luanda lose possession. 7 minutes, 39 seconds to go, and AS Douanes will take the possession. Petro switching up to a full court man defense here to try and put pressure on the ball for AS Douanes.
Well, out of that timeout, Coach Morena just really asking his team to leave it all on the floor. He's gone with a different lineup. He has Morera back here in Faust, and this is the lineup that I think he's going to rely on to try and bring them back in this game.
Yeah, but you know, there are bigs on the floor, Q, but they don't have the small, fast players. And I think, you know, AS Douanes are so quick and so fast, you know, to steal the ball, to get transition ball, to get themselves into those deep positions, to score the points. And, you know, it's electric. Electrifyingly quick, isn't it?
That's exactly what Coach Papigaye wants this AS Douanes side. They're playing small ball. When you look at the choices of players on the court, you have Boissy, you have Haruna, Fofana, and Madut coming up against the Angolan side, who are a little bit heavier, especially in transition.
That's a good charge through the middle there from Bouyamba. Attracts the attention. I think it's Obekba who will get the foul, and that will be his third, sorry.
That's a bit of a concern there. It's 2 quick fouls for the Nigerian Obekpa on both sides of the court in a space of just 30 seconds.
Just goes in.
That is the first point for Petro de Luanda here in the fourth quarter. Pressure.
Pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker, pressure cooker.
Pressure cooker situation.
19 points to overcome in 7 minutes. That's how Petro will be thinking about it. And from the other side, for Coach Papigaye, he'll be thinking about managing the game and making sure they score on every single offensive possession.
Q, you're wrong.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, it's 18.
No,
18.
no, you cannot speak to my client like this.
Oh,
come on,
come on.
Come on, please, respectfully.
All right, sorry. Stolen, pinched. Well, they nearly get the ball to Faust. And a little bit of support to haul him back off the ground. Boissy has been rip-roaring and very much the man of the moment, trying to get his hand in there, the quick snake hands, as we call it, in front of Faust.
You can see the face there for Coach Papigaye, frustrated that they've not scored on 2 straight possessions AS Douanes. But Petro now back in charge with the possession.
Faust for 3. Picks up by Bouyamba, that's a good rebound. Racing in and making sure that was nowhere else but in his hands and in the bucket.
That is 4 points for Petro here in the third quarter. And for that man, Bouyamba, he's up to 6 points. And of course the Senegalese support here, some of them have traveled all the way from Dakar. They arrived last night, had a bit of problems traveling for 4 days with the aviation crisis over there, but they're here finally, and they hope that their champions can win and go to the semi-finals.
Well, they would take on the Cape Town Tigers.
If they win this game. We've seen so much drama here that you can no longer be sure.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. But AS Douanes, they've been caught in positions where they can be complacent when they have a comfortable lead, especially if it's a double-digit one. And Coach Papigaye, court side, just trying to make sure that they don't repeat what they did in that seeding game.
Third foul for Bouyamba, just getting in the way there, and they get possession back.
It is 14 fouls for AS Douanes. It's 6 minutes, 10 seconds to play. We've seen how important team fouls can be going into the last 5 minutes of the last quarter here in the quarterfinals. And Petro, they'll be happy with the way they've played since the beginning of this last quarter.
Rivers Hoopers up against Ahly of Libya in the other semi-final. Bouyamba goes on a mission into the paint, picked up by Gaku. Back out to Dundao. Boissy's on him, Faust picks it up. Moreira's to the right. Little spin for Faust, back out to Dundao. Shot clock down to 8. Into the corner they go. Gaku, oh, flies back out, and that's gone out of bounds. And it will be Petro ball.
The intensity is definitely ramped up on the Petro side, but also on the side of AS Douanes.
That's nice touch, that is. Well,
it is a smart play there from Yannick Moreira to try and score, but Haruna fouls, and that's his 4th personal foul. Danger for that man who has already amassed 15 points for AS Douanes. Has been very key in helping them on offense, but also on defense. Timeout as Papi Gaye looks to help this AS Douanes side come back into the game.
But the thing is that 5:45 left on the clock, and Haruna, you know, with 4 fouls, you probably want to keep him on just because you've got that big lead, and that lead is, you know, quite substantial, because 16 points is big. But you know, Papi Gaye needs to make sure that he's getting the right calls in terms of who he's going to have on the floor. So that, yeah, it's a hindrance, but you know, it's not the end of the world for them.
Yeah, we saw in the earlier game Kelvin Amayo stay on the court with 4 personal fouls. Haruna has the experience to execute, but of course Petro, they're not small boys. They want to target him. And looking at the numbers, Robbie,
27 points for Jean-Jacques Boissy, absolutely outstanding. 11 from 19 from the field, 6 rebounds. And there's Haruna with 15 points, pouring in a few long-range shots, of course. 5 assists there for Fana's there. Akec with 7 rebounds and 5 points. The other side, 8 and 8 for that man at the top, which is, of course, Buyamba, who's been outstanding. But
there's no player for Petro de Luanda in double digits. There's been so much ball distribution between the players. Buyamba with 8, Yannick Moreira with 8, but also, of course, Gerson Domingos with those 7 quick points in the first quarter, and an addition from Lukeni with a 3-pointer in there. There's still so much that this Petro de Luanda side can do on the offensive side to stay alive in this game. It is a 14-point game.
14, it's Moreira who's looking to try and get himself up towards the 10-point mark. 9 he goes. Q, over to you from that timeout.
Well, the timeout really just to break some momentum, I think, from Coach Papi Gaye. On this side, they want, on the side of Coach Moreno, they really want to continue to attack and be aggressive. A lot of the focus on Abubakar Gaku. He might see a lot more of the ball as we head down the stretch.
Haruna goes up. It's been made safe by Buyamba. Quick, fast pass to Faust, who still keeps hold of possession. Nicely done. An opportunity for Yannick Moreira. The long shot goes in from Faust. Back off the medal, made safe by Akec. He is not letting go of that.
It is a big rebound there from Madu Takech to help AS Douanes regain possession and try to find that rhythm that they had coming into this last quarter.
13 points separate the two teams. Still enough time for Petro to hit back if long-range shots don't fall for AS Douanes, which is the case for the Haruna attempt on that occasion. Faust down to the corner, waits for Moreira, waits for the big boys to get into place. Dundao around the outside, deals with Boissy, or does he?
Well, he gets a touch there on the ball, but Petro de Luanda will stay with the ball possession. Of course, when you look at the replay there, Fofana with a tap on the ball, it's still the Angolan champions' ball.
Dundao for 3. Oh! Drop it in, big shot, over the top one in.
Massive 3-pointer there from that man, Shilde Dundao, to make it a 10-point game, and we have 4 minutes and a half to play here in the last quarter. AS Douanes are yet to score since that timeout. They're desperate. Let's see what they can do.
Well, Boissy tries to go up a back park. Great rebound. And, well, there's a foul there. And it's out of play. It's gone up over the line. Great work there from Gaku. And they get possession back.
They get possession back, Petro de Luanda, as AS Douanes continue to be frustrated. We know that basketball is a game of runs, but Mike Fofana stepping on the line, pressure from Gaku, and Petro de Luanda have ball possession. That man, Sergio Moreno, hoping that Petro de Luanda can turn things around here and bring them back in the game.
Well, it's down to single figures if they can score from this.
It really is about getting a run at the right time, and at Petro de Luanda building a run here at down the stretch.
Oh, the tip in, Gaku. Look how much. It's a fist pump as well from Gaku as they get those 2 points. It's an 8-point game with 4 minutes remaining. Oh, the pass is not good for that catch. And the Yellow Army come up in force. Oh, it's just not been scored. Look at that, it goes out of play.
There's so much tension on the floor as AS Douanes look clueless on what to do there with the ball. Maduta catch with the turnover. Jean-Jacques Boissy on the floor, and in comes Alkalim Dur, the captain of this AS Douanes side, to try and take charge of the game. It is an 8-point game so far. Petro de Luanda desperate to score on this particular ball possession. Let's see if they can deliver.
Boissy on the bench, just to have a breather. It is Alkalim Dur. The ball got hit back by Boissy off Obekpa, so that's why it's going to be Petro get possession. Lukeni back out to Dundao. 8 points, 3:45 left to play. Now it's a time for the Petro players to be heroes out here today. Shot clock down to 2. There's the attempt, it's too late, that won't count. And it is a wasted opportunity for Petro.
Yeah, that's a big defensive play there from AS Douanes, but now with Alkalim Dur on the floor, can he make so that they score on this particular possession? Petro have already scored 12 points in the last quarter. AS Douanes limited to 6, and Petro looking to see if they can stop them from scoring again on this possession.
Here they come. Picks up there, and Dur cuts in, goes up. Well, Gaku just getting in the way. He's won the ball as well. That's fantastic. But it's Alkalim Dur who picks up possession. Down in the corner, flicks it out wide. And it's going to be Petro get possession back again.
Petro have managed that situation very well since that first time out here in the last quarter. They're looking good and very confident in that man, Alkalim Dur. He's just come onto the court and trying to get used as Christopher Obekpa heads to the bench. He's been replaced by Adama Diakite with fresh legs.
Well, we're heading to money time here with 3:07 left. It's time to test to see who has the steel and the nerve to hold it down in the final parts of this quarterfinal.
It's exactly that, Q, isn't it? There's a shot, long-range shot going in from Gaku, comes off the front, the side of the rim. Haruna makes it safe, coming back on. 4 fouls, of course, not that it matters now. 2:45 left to play. Fofana needs some support. He's gets the ball to Diakite, hustled. Fofana around the outside. Oh, it's been stopped there, but was it coming down? And I think the points will all count.
Wow, 10-point game here with 2.5 minutes to play, and Markeith Cummings coming on for Yannick Moreira. They need size, Petro de Luanda, to continue to execute there in the paint, especially on offense.
2:32 left to play. Dundao taking it up. There's Lukeni making himself available. Shot clock down to 10. Gaku. Lukeni. Faust gets rid of Fofana, tries to go up. Look at that block from Diakite. It's contact. And AS Douanes, 5 fouls, of course. Petro Luanda just with the 3. So look at that Faust replay when he charges through. And there it is, Diakite. Just swatting but making contact.
Faust comes in with so much speed. He's able to accelerate into that paint. There was a bit of space there from the best line, and now he'll go to the free throw line where he is 1 for 2 so far, misses the first one. He's contributed 4 points already in 16 minutes of playing time. Not as much as we saw in that seeding game against US Monastir.
Well, BAL runners-up in 2022, of course, losing against US Monastir. Petro Luanda 3rd place in 2021, 4th place last year. heavyweights in African basketball.
I'll take our mind back to Cape Town Tigers game yesterday. With just 2 minutes left, it was a 10-point game, and in a flash, it was a 2-point game, and we had overtime. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but anything is on the cards at this point.
You're absolutely right, and you know, you can't blink. You cannot take your finger off the pulse for a second. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. I mean, you know, that Sam Kello buzzer beater to take the game into overtime. I mean, did people think that that was going to happen 5 minutes before?
No, they did not think. Cape Town Tigers had a comfortable 10-point lead, and with just 3 turnovers, things changed.
And there's a stolen ball as Gaku puts it up for Cummings done. 2 more points on the pile. They move up to 57.
It is a massive play there from Gaku to get that steal, and the assist to Markeith Cummings, who rises above the ground and makes no mistake.
Yeah,
it is.
It's a 3-point play because Alkali and Dior comes in and they're on 5 fouls, of course. So that's a massive play. It's even bigger than we originally thought.
Yeah, you can see what it means to Gaku. And Cummings has an opportunity to make it count on the free throw line. It is a 7-point game. Could be 6 going into the final 2 minutes here.
And it is.
Well, the question now is, as Petro de Luanda continue to put pressure on the ball, can Alkali play as the captain that he is known to be?
Fofana for 3, rolls out the back, picked up, it's Faust, who runs directly into Fofana. Fofana fouls, and they will go straight up to the free throw line.
It is his second personal foul, but Petro de Luanda have brought the pressure on to here, and Pabi Gaye making the decision to bring back Jean-Jacques Boissy because of that tense last 2 minutes from Alkali failing to bring down the ball in good fashion.
Well, it's, you know, everybody's bumping into each other at the moment. There's a lot of physical activity taking place here as Faust can't get that first shot.
It's the second time he's missing his fast free throw there in this quarter. Of course, there's a lot of pressure, but he'll try to stay calm and see if he can continue to reduce that 6-point deficit.
Went to the University of Maryland at Baltimore City. Player, of course, 64-40, 64-59. 5 points, 1:46 left to play. Here we go. This is money time. Shots galore to come, potentially. Who's going to get those important points? Both teams, 5 team fouls, of course. Boissy up against Dundao. Releases himself, goes up high. Oh, there's players on the ground, left, right, and centre. And there is a foul.
Well, we've talked about how Jean-Jacques Boissy has managed to attract fouls in this game. He's been the 4th most fouled player here today, 9 times. And he goes back to the free throw line. He is 75% on the free throw line, 3 for 4. But can he score right now under pressure in what could be the most important free throw of this game?
And there's the thing was there's a lot of traffic. Anybody could have actually picked up that foul there. Look, there's 1, 2, 3 players, 4 players. Yeah, 4 coming in. So much happening there.
Yes, for a player that has already scored 27 points every time he touches the ball, the Petro de Luanda defense will, of course, move towards him to try and stop him. 1 minute, 28 seconds on the clock.
What are they calling for over there? Was it that Gaku fouled him outside?
They were trying to get the referees to trigger instant replay system. You know, the players on the floor trying to get the best advantage. And I was going to say that AS Douanes' offense has been stagnant without Jean-Jacques Boissy on the floor. And since he's been back, first attempt, and he gets a chance to go back to the free throw line.
Needs to get this. Misses it, the rebound, who's got it? Boissy steals the ball back. Oh my word, it's been flung out of bounds. And look, Dundao. Yeah, that's a little bit out of order there. Dundao's going to get a warning. Can't do that. He was shouted at Boissy, he was on the ground. You'll see this in a second. And he might be in trouble for that.
Well, Petro de Luanda have had an impressive last quarter here, 17 points, and limited AS Douanes to just 8, and now they have ball possession.
Got to get moving. Goes over the top to Lucani. He sees it all open up. Faust tries to get rid of his man. Goes up to score the 2. Oh, wow. 64-61. 1 minute 10 to play.
It is a 3-point game here going into the last minute of the fourth quarter. Can Jacques Boissy continue to lead this offense here, or will Shilde Dundao have a say?
Here he is trying to find his way around. Shot clock down to 8. It's been picked up by Diakite. Got to get a score here. Here's Douanes. Haruna goes up. He's trying to get the ball up. There's players galore. Petro in position. It's there for the taking. Faust picks it up in the corner. He goes up for 3. Oh, wow! It's happened again. This is bonkers. Absolute bonkers.
Bonkers. This is the drama that we've been talking about here in the playoffs. Oh, my word. 38.4 seconds as Petro de Luanda turn around a 20-point deficit to come back and stay alive.
Look at that moment from Faust. He's under pressure. He gets it, he releases it, it goes high. That is one almighty score from Faust, who moves into double figures, but more importantly, levels the game with 38.4 seconds remaining.
That is an impressive last quarter there from Petro de Luanda. 22 points that they've scored here to tie this game. Wow. What an amazing performance. Sergio Moreno refused to give up on this Petro de Luanda side, and you can see the celebration there on Faust's face and what it means for him to have scored that 3-pointer. Money time, clutch time. Here we go.
How do you even write the script for what we've seen unfold here in the BAL in Season 4? I'll tell you something else about the timeout, but I'm still shell-shocked here courtside.
We've talked about the level of competitiveness here in the playoffs in Kigali. This is exactly what we requested the basketball gods to offer, and they've delivered.
No, it's been absolutely extraordinary, and I think that the whole arena here over the past few days has been coming to life in such a big way, because everything that's been happening on the floor has been extraordinary. We've been so thrilled to have experienced this, and all of you watching around the world, you must be going, is this basketball? Is this African basketball? Yes, it is, and this is how it is. It's been riveting, thrilling, exciting, so much drama. Faust, 3-pointer there to level things up. It's just been one of many situations that we see. Boissy takes possession, 37 seconds to go.
This is where heroes are made, Robbie.
Oh, big time, Asher. Wow, Boissy, is he going to go all the way? Tries to go through. Oh, he doesn't get the score. He picks the ball up, he's been fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Cummins fouls.
Well, Petro de Luanda are in foul trouble. Jean-Jacques Boissy goes back to the free throw line in this last 1 minute for the second time. He missed the first one earlier. Can he make both here to give AS Douanes an opportunity and a chance to have an edge over Petro de Luanda? But body language-wise, you can feel the pressure from both sets of players here in this final 22.9 seconds.
I want to just say full credit to the two coaches for what they've done. It's been incredible. He gets his first, and they move a point ahead. 22.9 seconds to go. And there's no need for this. Faust is getting lured into something that he shouldn't get lured into.
There's a lot of tension on the court, of course, as we're going to these final seconds, Robbie.
Boissy will get the chance to get a 2-point lead, and then it'll be about Petro de Luanda getting possession. Coach Moreno trying to work his tactics for that play. He's talking with Lucani, who I'm sure will get a chance to shoot. Oh, the second one doesn't go in. Picks up. Akech. They've got time. They've got time. Shot clock doesn't exist. It's all about these 16 seconds. Haruna. Oh, they lost possession. Faust. He gets the score. He gets the points. They move ahead. 8.9 seconds to go. Timeout called. Faust feasts on a 2-point score. This is just unbelievable. Look at this. Usher, look.
Wow, look at Faust. He's in the right place at the right position. He had his eyes on the basket, made no mistake, and gave Petro de Luanda the opportunity to take a 1-point lead. Marquise Cummings was following in the back just to make sure they have a second chance. Frustration on the face of Haruna Abdullahi. We are in money time here.
Look at the Angolan supporters. They are absolutely bouncing.
No, the fans watching the playoffs this year have really had so much fun. Every game has gone to the wire. And as we say, this is where heroes are met, at the BAL.
9.3 seconds to go. Q, we're coming over to you.
I'm going to just take our minds back again to Mike Fofana and his buzzer beater during the regular season. And Guy's probably got something in his bag. Couldn't see the coaching board. Going to wait and let it all unfold as we get back out of this timeout.
To be honest with you, Q, anything is possible. That's what we've seen. The fans, they're just lifting the roof off this BK Arena. We're going to the 9.3-second finale here. And there's a 1-point lead.
Wow.
So it's either going to be a winner or losing team, logically, unless there's a foul, and who knows what's going to happen.
And listen, the basketball gods have delivered. And looking at the time on the clock, 9.3 seconds, but also both teams are in foul trouble. Defense has been the theme here tonight, right from the beginning of the first quarter.
But Fofana gets possession. So, unless he gets the ball back, I don't know where this is going to go. What's the call going to be? Akets, Diakite, here we go. Boissy, trying to go around the outside. He's going for 3! The tip in, the rebound, comes back out. Oh no, it's not in! Yes! Petro and Luanda have done it! The noise is deafening. Petro and Luanda will go through to the semi-finals. They beat AS Douanes 66-65. They'll play the Cape Town Tigers once again. And Coach Sergio Moreno has done something quite extraordinary. All respect for AS Douanes and Pabigay. They won't go to the semis, they won't be able to make it to the final. But all credit to Petro Luanda.
Full credit to Petro de Luanda, the Angolan champions, standing around a 20-point deficit to win by 1 point here and go to the semi-finals for a 4th consecutive year here in the BAL. Massive, remarkable from Sergio Moreno.
But, you know, this is all about coaches, tactics. It's also about players, you know, feeling confident. Faust, Boissy, just getting in each other's face. It obviously triggered something, and you've got to come out and do something. And Faust has delivered. Boissy had delivered up until then. He could have won it.
They could have won it. It went down to the wire, but Petro de Luanda, they've been accused of not having a fighting spirit, but tonight they've shown that quality, that character, and there will be celebration across Angola.
What an extraordinary battle. Only one player got into double figures as we see that. Well, that was the final shot. Faust celebrates, he's the man. Petro Luanda, they move through. One player, Faust, into double figures. Otherwise, you know, all of the rest of them, 9 points for Moreira, Cummins 9. I mean, this is just extraordinary. Did we expect this, Usher? I don't know. I think that what have we expected? We've expected nothing, because there's been so much drama and so many different scenarios that have been churned out of this wonderful 4th season.
Well, looking at the way the game started, Petro 13 for 8 in that first quarter. The second quarter was evenly contested.